California Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger has flipped the switch on a new solar power plant built by Aussie firm Ausra. It's the first new solar site in the state in 20 years. Our colleagues at Fox Business spoke to Ausra's president and CEO Bob Fishman at his new plant in the middle of the California desert.
It's called solar thermal technology. The mirrors behind me focus the sun's light on a series of pipes which contain water. The water is heated up and turns to steam, driving a steam turbine just like in a conventional power plant.
Great stuff, Bob. And I know when I first met you out in June in Silicon Valley, we talked about the possibilities for this plant. What will it be feeding energy to? Where does it go once it's captured right there in the plant behind you?
Well, the electricity from this plant is going to go into the PG&E grid, supplying 5 megawatts, which is about enough for 3,500 homes. The facility is a demonstration plant, which will be is for our customers to see. And next year, we're going to begin construction of a project that's 35 times the size of this, not far from here, which will also supply power to PG&E.
Now, Bob, let's talk about space, because if you're talking about multiplying what you have behind you 35 times, we couldn't afford that in Manhattan, that kind of space. You need big open space, obviously a lot of sunlight. So this is for a very specific part of the country. But can you sell that energy over space? That is, how transportable is the energy that you produce? The land we require, just by the way, 200 megawatts would be about a square mile, which for Manhattan real estate would kind of break our budget. But for Central Valley, California, or the desert Southwest, there's a lot of land that's available and very suitable. The power from this plant, from solar thermal energy, is the most economic way to make solar energy. It's cheaper than photovoltaic. It's also cheaper than other forms of solar thermal energy. We also use a lot less land. I mean, I know I said 200 megawatts is a square mile, but if you did that with photovoltaics, you would need 4 square miles. So not only are we the lowest cost, but we're also the most land efficient solar technology on the market today.
Bob, Governor Schwarzenegger is a big supporter. He has just in the past couple of minutes taken a tour of the plant, and the fact that he takes his busy time out to come see you is certainly testament to why he believes in this. But he has said he wants this state to be solar, solar, solar. Is anything holding it up?
Well, you know, the governor was very excited at this facility. He kept asking me, can you do more? Can you do more? And we absolutely can. So what's holding us up? Well, the utilities need to sign up more contracts for us to deliver. The financial markets have slowed down the ability to get project finance, so we're going to have to go back to the utilities and encourage them to support the projects and perhaps even own them rather than just buy power from the facilities. That will enable the deployment of these facilities to go faster.
How about tax credits? Unfortunately, the tax credits were kind of loaded up in the last bailout bill, but are you satisfied that the U.S. government is providing enough tax credits for you and other solar projects?
You know, the tax credits are fine, but if you think about the loan guarantees and subsidies that the nuclear industry gets, the solar industry gets far, far less. And I think if we treated the solar industry with the same government support that we treated the nuclear industry, we could deploy solar energy much, much quicker. And oh, by the way, this technology is cheaper than nuclear power.
That's what we wanted to hear.